Just to derail briefly here, I'll always remember this map as the map that ended a fucking a playthrough of this game for me. Way back, I think it was like 2000, 2001. I don't think it was quite in the very early days of Doom 2 for me. I remember getting to this map, and you know, this was in the day when I couldn't beat levels as quickly as I do now. You know, it would take me a long time to get anywhere in the game. I couldn't, like, you know, make it from map 1 to map 11 in an hour like I do now. Back then it was like a multi-day affair just to get that far. So getting to this map was kind of a big deal. I don't even think I had ever done it legitimately before. But I got to the map, and, you know, here I am. At the time I wasn't even aware that, you know, it's easier to make these guys fight each other. I was being a ding-dong and trying to fight them separately. And I mean, as you can see, it's not a good way to do it because you're fighting two bosses at once, and I mean, it's a hassle. It's a hassle and a half. So I remember fighting with the Cyber Demon. The spider was already dead. I was fighting with the Cyber Demon, just trying to, you know, get by. And I think what I was doing, I was going over here and I was camping the doorway. And I was trying to, you know, like anytime there was rockets coming at me, I would close the door and then open it again. But I think I mistimed it once. And the door came open, and I had saved, and I got hit by a rocket, and I died. I got hit by a rocket, and so every time I would load the game, I would die again. So there was literally no choice but for me to just die repeatedly. And it fucking sucked because, you know, I had made it that far, and I was like, oh my god, this is so awesome. I made it this far. Oh, Doom 2, oh. You know, it was a big deal for me at my age to have done that. Watch out for Mr. Archvile here. This is kind of a pain in the ass to fight. Of course, he's doing like instantaneous fire. Not even giving me a chance to react. So yeah, I definitely want to save those goodies. Don't want those right away. Uh-oh, something's popping up in the taskbar. Hopefully that doesn't. Hopefully it'll just go away on its own. But yeah, I'll never forget this map for that soul memory of just getting blasted by the Cyber Demon and not being able to finish because, I mean, I could put on cheats to survive the blast and then turn the cheats off once it was done, but, you know, it didn't feel right. It felt like, no, I shouldn't do that. I need to do this legit. So I don't think I ever ended up finishing that run of the game because I just didn't want to have to use cheats to bypass something that, I mean, was my fault, but was a situation I don't think I should have ever been in. I mean, it's not cool to save the game and just get blasted like that. That's exactly what happened, though, and that was just really unfortunate. But yeah, getting back to the main topic. I remember towards the end of the laptop days, you know, getting to the end of that. I mean, it was late 2003. Oh, what the hell? Kill this guy, because I hate him. There we go. Getting to the end of the laptop days, I was, it had been after Christmas of 2003. I remember my dad, telling me that he was going to take my laptop to do something with it, and I was like, oh, okay, like it's, that kind of sucks, but okay, you do what you got to do. And then for like a couple weeks, I didn't have my laptop at all, so I'd have to post on the forums, you know, using my dad's computer at the time. And that's kind of unfortunate, but, you know, it's, I survived, but it was kind of a bummer. I hate this part because you get surrounded by hit scanners. You pretty much have no choice but to take a bunch of damage. But there's all sorts of healing things on this map. Now, I discovered a secret real recently, the actual legitimate way to get that Megasphere, but now I've already forgotten how to do it. I just remember discovering it and being like, holy shit, that's how you get that? Because for years I never knew. I should probably go back to the beginning, now that I think about it. Because once I go in this area, I don't think I'm going to be able to get back out. So that might be a good idea, really. Because there's some things at the beginning I didn't even do. Might as well. But yeah, I didn't have my laptop, and I hated it. I just wanted to have it because that was my window to the world. And even though I had my dad's desktop, it didn't have Doom on it, and I didn't want to like put Doom on there and risk getting in trouble for something like that. I mean, who would have at my age? But within a couple of weeks, he had brought home another laptop. It was a different C series, a bit of a newer one, and I ended up using that. And I had him like copy my stuff over, and oh god, okay, I like forgot how to get in there. I was like, no, please don't let it in here. I figured out how to. I mean, he copied my stuff over off the first laptop, so I didn't lose anything. And I put Doom on there instead. And as I found out, it was a more powerful machine, and I was like, oh, cool, this is kind of sick. For once, I can actually run ZDoom at by 768 without it. I can run the game at by 768 without it being an issue. This is cool. I like this. So that was pretty sick to have like an actual stronger machine for once. But it did come at a bit of a... There was a bit of a caveat to it all. You see, like I kept saying about that first C-Series, it was a good like old school gaming machine. It had a genuine OPL chip in it, and it was really good for old school. This one wasn't so much. It was pretty good, but not perfect. It didn't have a legit OPL chip in it, and it had some kind of like fake OPL, because if you did play Doom on DOS, you could get OPL music with Sound Blaster, but it sounded not good. It didn't sound legitimate. And okay, I totally screwed that up. Come on. I was trying to get a bunch of people with that, and I messed it up. But anyway, it wasn't as good for old school, but it was actually hardware accelerated, so I could play games like, Unreal Tournament and shit like that. Now, I don't know if I can make that come back down. No. Crap, yeah, if you're on the inside there, and you write it up like you're supposed to the first time around, you're locked out of it forever. I hate secrets like that. I didn't need to pick that up, but whatever. I can't go back to any earlier point in the level, so doesn't matter anyway.